Assalamualaikum. My name is Nabilah and I will introduce to you the company that we choose. So we choose KUB Malaysia Berhad from Malaysia company, and for the foreign company we will choose GOODVALLEY. KUB Malaysia Berhad is an investment holding company listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia, operating in the business of agro, information and communication technology, energy, property and power industries. The information, communication and technology segments provide information, communication and technology services and their related infrastructures. The property, engineering and construction segment develops, constructs and manages residential and commercial properties, including engineering and civil works in the power sector. The agricultural business segment is involved in all palm plantation activities and trading of agricultural fertilizers. The food-related segment operates quick service restaurants, A&W restaurants. The energy segment is engaged in the bottling and trading of liquefied petroleum gas. KUB Malaysia was founded in 1965 and based in Petaling Jaya, Malaysia. The company is listed on Bursa Malaysia under the main market. In agribusiness, KUB Malaysia is marketing oil palm to new market segments such as biofuel and alternative energy producers, while exploring roundtable on sustainable palm oil benchmarking in order to raise quality standards and penetrate markets with stringent green rules as eco-consciousness spreads across the globe. Next, for the foreign company, we choose GOODVALLEY. GOODVALLEY is a vertically integrated food producer and brand with operations within pig farming, slaughtering and meat processing, arable and feed mills, as well as biogas production. Headquartered in Denmark, they operate modern facilities with the most advanced technology and farming methods in Poland, Ukraine and Russia. They apply Danish pig farming principle of sustainability and efficiency in countries with less expensive land prices, oversupply of crops and prospect of higher meat consumptions and pig prices. They are among the most efficient manufacturers with leading operating KPIs in terms of pig sold per sow, meat yield per sow and feed conversion ratio relative to both the average in EU and North America. In GOODVALLEY, they grow their own crops, harvest their own fields, prepare their own quality meat, process their own feed, raise pigs on their own, and also produce their own energy. For basis preparation of financial statement, KUB Malaysia Berhad have been prepared in accordance with Malaysian Financial Reporting Standards (MFRS), International Financial Reporting Standards, and the requirements of the Companies Act 2016 in Malaysia, while GOODVALLEY prepared their financial statement in accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standards (IFRS) as adopted by the European Union and additional requirements of the Danish Financial Statement Act for listed companies.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good day I bid to the lecturer. So inshallah for today I will explain my part, which is definition. So the first terms that we will go through is agricultural activity. What is agricultural activity? Agricultural activity can be defined as the management by entity of the biological transformation and harvest of biological asset for sale or for conversion into agricultural produce or into additional biological asset. So we move to the next terms, which is agricultural produce. Agricultural produce can be defined as harvested produce of the entity's biological asset. So that first one, and the second terms is biological asset itself. What is biological asset? Biological asset is a living animal or plant that are being controlled as a result from past event. It can be categorized as two types, which is the first one is consumable biological asset, which can simply be defined as a biological asset that is self-slaughtered or harvested for sale upon reaching for its maturity age. So the next types is bearer biological asset, in which can be defined as those other than consumable biological asset. As for example, KUB Malaysia Berhad, in which in this case its biological asset is palm oil tree, and then its type is bearer biological asset, and then for its agricultural produce is palm oil, kernel, and also fruit fresh bunch. Whereas for GOODVALLEY, its biological asset is the pot itself and also the arable, and for its type is consumable biological asset. And then last but not least, its agricultural produce are meat and grains. Alright, that's all from me. I will pass the next presentation to my friend Mr. Arif. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif bin Muhammad, and I will continue the presentation to explain more about the recognition of the biological asset in their financial statement. So first, I go to KUB Malaysia Berhad. KUB Malaysia Berhad adopted MFRS 141 to recognize its biological asset in their financial statement. So what is MFRS stand for? MFRS is a Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard issued by MASB, Malaysian Accounting Standard Board, and by virtue of the power conferred by the Financial Reporting Act 1997. It is Malaysian law that stated in Malaysia. So MASB has announced it is full conversion with IFRS in 2012. IFRS stands for International Financial Reporting Standard. So for the biological asset criteria, recognition criteria, there's 3 recognition criteria. First is the entity has control of the asset as the result of past event. It means they has the custody of the asset, such as purchase it or transfer the good between the company and whatsoever. And second is the probable future economic benefit will flow to the entity, and because of the asset, it will give the benefit for the company in the world in the long run. And lastly, the fair value or cost of the asset can be measured reliably. Okay, for the example is where we have crude oil palm and kernel. It is one of the agriculture produce for the KUB Malaysia Berhad. However, for the oil palm tree, it is recognized as PPE because it is barrel plant. Will explain more by the next presenter. So I will further my presentation with company of GOODVALLEY. So GOODVALLEY is located at Denmark. So they recognize the biological asset by using the standard IFRS 41. So for start, what is IFRS? IFRS stand for International Financial Reporting Standard. So it is issued by IFRS Foundation and IASB. IASB stand for International Accounting Standard Board. It is widely used in around the world except in US. US use GAAP as the standard. So these financial statements are understandable and comparable for the users of the standard. So for recognition criteria is quite same with the MFRS 141. It is quite entity has the control of the asset as result of past event. And the second is probable future economic benefit will flow to the entity, and lastly, the fair value or cost of the asset can be measured reliably. So the example of company biological asset is pigs and arable crops. One, the example of agricultural produce is slaughter meat and grains. So in conclusion, in the recognition part is both of company basically has the same standard use because the MFRS used by KUB is adopted from IFRS, and it is fully convergence with IFRS in 2012. And for finally, there is no difference between the recognition criteria for both of company. Then I will pass to the next presenter to talk more about the measurement. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Najwa binti Ahmad JUMALI and I will present about measurement of biological asset. Measurement of biological asset. Biological asset shall be measured on initial recognition and at the end of each reporting period at its fair value less cost to sell. For the measurement of agricultural produce harvested from biological asset shall be measured at its fair value less cost to sell at the point of harvest. For GOODVALLEY, the biological asset is pigs and arable. The measurement of biological asset. All biological assets are measured at fair value. All of these fair value are placed at level 2 in the fair value hierarchy. Fair value is based on observable market price and quotation. For the agriculture produce of GOODVALLEY is slaughtered meat and also grain. Measurement of agriculture produce. Agriculture produce is initially recognized at fair value at the point of harvest, less estimated cost to sell. The fair value of agriculture produce at the point of harvest is measured based on the market price on which the agriculture produce is expected to be sold or used as a feed. For KUB Malaysia Berhad, the bearer plant is oil palm tree. It is recorded based on MFRS 116 property, plant and equipment. The bearer plant consists of oil palm tree which include the cost for development expenditure and plantation infrastructure until the bearer plant reach maturity. Prior to the adoption of the amendment, all the new planting expenditure and replant expenditure incurred were capitalized under plantation development expenditure account and were amortized based on estimated annual yield over 25 years upon maturity. Upon adoption of the amendment, the net carrying amount of the plantation development expenditure are now reclassified to bearer plant as part of the group property, plant and equipment and depreciated based on estimated annual yield over 25 years upon maturity. For the measurement of bearer plant, the fair value cannot be measured reliably on initial recognitions. The bearer plant are measured at cost, less accumulated depreciation and accumulated impairment loss. For KUB agricultural produce is fresh fruit bunches, FFB, crude palm oil and also kernel. The measurement of agriculture produce. Following the adoption of the amendment, these biological assets within the scope of MFRS 141 are measured at fair value less cost to sell. The cost to sell is harvesting cost and also the transport cost. The group determine the fair value of unharvested fresh fruit bunches based on the present value of the net cash flow expected to be generated from the sale of fresh fruit bunches. Fair value of fresh fruit bunches is placed at level 3 in the fair value hierarchy. It is determined using a discounted cash flow model with reference to the market value of crude oil at the date of harvest. For the measurement of changes in fair value, for the GOODVALLEY, the accounting policy is gain and losses resulting from changes in the fair value of biological asset relate to changes for the year in price and quantities of the herd and changes for the year of the fair value of unharvested crops. For KUB Malaysia Berhad, changes in fair value of growing produce on bearer plants are recognized in profit or loss. The fair value of unharvested fresh fruit bunches is determined by using a discounted cash flow model with reference to the market price of fresh fruit bunches at the date of harvest.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nabilah binti BEKTI LELANA, and I'll present to you about the presentation and disclosure of the two companies. We will start with KUB Malaysia Berhad. As you can see, in the statement of financial position, the biological asset decreased. In 2017, it was 830 million. However, in 2018, it was 724 million. Why is there a decrease in biological asset? This is due to the loss from changes in fair value. The changes in fair value is also disclosed in the notes to the financial statement. Next is the statement of cash flow. There is loss in change from fair value of 106 million. Why is these changes is put in the statement of cash flow? It is because changes in fair value is a non-cash item. Therefore, it has to be adjusted in the statement of cash flow. Next, we move on to the foreign company, which is GOODVALLEY. From the balance sheet, we could see that there are three types of biological asset in GOODVALLEY. First is the basic herd, second is the sales herd, third is the crops and arable. Basic herds of 109 million is derived from opening balance as of 1st January 2018, which is 118 million, plus acquisition of 6 million, minus loss in change in fair value of 9 million, less sales of 30 million, and minus exchange rate of 1 million, plus transfer between group, which is 25 million. Next, we move on to the sales herd of 184 million. It is derived from opening balance as of 1st January 2018, which is 196 million, plus produced piglets, which is the newborn piglets of 546, plus gain in change in fair value of 455, less sales of 985 million, less transfer between groups of 25 million, and less exchange rate of 3 million. The arable and crops production of 66 million is derived from opening balance as of 1st January 2018, which is 53 million, plus acquisition of 140 million, plus gain in fair value of 42 million, minus harvested, which is 169. Harvested product is written off from biological asset because once it reached the harvesting period, the fruit is no longer considered as the biological asset. Instead, it is considered as inventory. Next, we move on to the income statement. GOODVALLEY write off its loss in change of fair value of 3 million in the income statement, and the calculation to the change in fair value is disclosed in the notes to the financial statement. Lastly, the amount of revenue recognized by GOODVALLEY in the income statement consists of sales of biological asset, which is the pig and arable crop production. This information is also disclosed in the notes to the financial statement. That's all from us. Thank you.